In the shadow of the peach state, where the magnolias bloom so late, a child stands alone in fear, wishing someone would hold them near. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectives on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. ICPC send them far and wide, across the borders where they divide. Families waiting with open arms to shield them from all worldly harms. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectives on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Though the journey's tough, the road is long, singing out this hopeful song. Every child deserves a chance to find their home, their love, their dance. No more darkness, no more tears, just a future free from fears. With each step they grow so strong, in a place where they belong. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectives on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. The journey's tough, the road is long, in this world they'll start to glow. Child protective, hear their plea, in Georgia's arms they will be free. In shadows deep, where voices cry but none can speak, in halls of whispers secrets keep, we're here to break the silent streak. Stand up, fight, don't let it go, reveal the truths they won't show. In the darkness light will grow, justice rises, voices flow. Children's dreams are cast aside, in the system where lies reside. We won't let them run and hide, hearts are strong, we're full of pride. Stand up, fight, don't let it go, reveal the truths they won't show. In the darkness light will grow, justice rises, voices flow. Children's dreams are cast aside, in the system where lies reside. We won't let them run and hide, hearts are strong, we're full of pride. Stand up, fight, don't let it go, reveal the truths they won't show. In the darkness light will grow, justice rises, voices flow. In every tear a story's told, every heartbeat's calling bold. With hands and spirits we will mold a future where love takes hold. Stand up, fight, don't let it go, reveal the truths they won't show. In the darkness light will grow, justice rises, voices flow. the truths they won't show. In the darkness, light will grow. Justice rises, voices flow.
Where did she go? Okay, Brenda. Hey, everyone.
Okay.
I this
Somebody
my thing keeps kicking me off, huh? So,
did their booty get sore waiting for us?
who? Your butt sore?
Dan.
I'm sorry, Dan Poe. If your butt's sore, I do apologize, and I hope that you can fix that problem. I can't help you with that, hon. But please just relax and enjoy the show. So, hey, everyone, welcome in. What the hell? Right? That's not a good hello. But anyhow, let's move on. Hi, Emily. How are you? Hi, Dan. Sorry, y'all. Hi, little Loom. Um, so we're here. My the weather here is acting up. So of course, it's going to kick me off 3 times. That's what happened. I don't know if it was messing up on your part, Brenda,
Yeah.
but it kept kicking me out,
Well,
and I'm
it's
like, oh
starting
my
to
god.
get windy here. I know it's starting to get windy.
Yeah, it's start. Hi, Froggy Bros. What's up? What's up? All right, y'all. So look,
Okay.
we're I'm Danielle, and this is Brenda. Okay, we're here to talk about foster care, CPS, child protective services, and the nightmare and like unmasking the corruption. You know, my son, I just got reunited with my child. He's an adult now. He's 19. He's home. He's in Georgia with me now. He was in Texas, and we are working on getting the child welfare system in our country here, and we would like it to be worldwide reform. It needs change. It needs change ASAP. So we're here to talk about our stories, and anyone that hi Froggy Rose, anyone that would like to join us is more than welcome to. I also here shortly I'm going to play probably like a 15-minute video on a video visit, y'all, with my child. I want y'all to watch how he actually. We can go ahead and you want to go ahead and watch that, Brenda? Should we go ahead and play it?
Yeah, might as well
Okay,
just
so
hop to it.
right, so I'm gonna
Danielle's working hard to get it going, guys. So
yeah. So this is a video visit. It's I we're gonna let y'all watch it. It's hard for me to rewatch it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that. Y'all let me know what y'all think afterwards. I want to get y'all's opinions. I want to get to watch my son's demeanor. Watch and listen to the background noise. Listen to what my son how my son's acting. Just pay it. Just watch it and just pay attention to it and let me know what you think. Brenda, do you hear snoring in the background with me?
no, I don't, and
Okay,
I've
because it
got
is
you on
off.
the big screen too, so I can see the comments
Okay,
a little bit better this way. That's why I keep looking
okay,
that way, guys. But I am
yeah,
watching on the big
it's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this video. Let me get it up again, and
screen.
let's get this show on the road.
You guys, I've been straightening out all my paperwork. Everybody should be proud of me.
I'm very
I'm
proud of
really
you.
getting things organized.
We are
I
all
think
proud of Brenda. We are proud of Brenda. Brenda is moving like she is making moves. All right, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here it is.
I like you sitting in front of your drawing. If you drew that, that's
what?
Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm gonna play this video. This is my son on a visit. Okay, guys, I want y'all to pay attention, and just watch his demeanor. Okay, I wish I can make it bigger. Where's it at? Let me fix it. Well, it's fine. All right, so I want y'all to listen to it, and here we go.
that's look. Look. You see it? So what is that behind you? Is that a galaxy? That's my bubba. My bubba. My bubba. So look, was it nice outside or had it been raining?
Never mind. I mean, we kind of
Alberto. Albert.
Yes, Danielle. Yes, Danielle.
So did it rain outside? Did it rain outside?
Yes. Yes, Danielle.
Did you play in the rain? Did you play? Bubba, you didn't play in the rain? I did.
Yes, Danielle.
I got soaked, Bubba. You ought to see all the yard. It's cleaned up.
Yes, Danielle.
I see the back of the truck. It's hilarious. It's funny. Back of the truck's trash all the way stacked up. We're going to the dump. We threw everything away.
Yes, Danielle.
I love you. What you
Love
look?
you too, Danielle.
So is it dark there?
Nothing, Danielle.
Hey, what's wrong?
Nothing, Danielle.
Are you laughing at me? I'm just
You're
kidding.
laughing, Danielle.
What's wrong?
Yes, Danielle.
Yes, Albert. What's up,
Hey,
Albert?
Debbie.
Okay, Albert.
What's up? Nothing, Danielle.
Hey, look. Why are you being so short? Why are you saying just yes and no? Why can't you talk to me?
Yes, Danielle.
What are you gonna say to me? Bless you,
Nothing.
salud, bless you.
Salud,
Was that a
Danielle.
sneeze? Say, you know what
Yes,
you say?
Danielle.
You know what you say in what is that? I think it's Spanish or Japanese. Salud,
Yeah,
Alejandro.
Danielle, they're pretty good at this.
Say salud, Alejandro.
Hallelujah. Yes, Danielle.
Yeah.
Hello.
You almost say
Yes, Danielle.
Yeah.
salud. That means bless you. What was your name in Spanish? You remember? Alberto, Leonardo, Alejandro. Hey, look.
Guys, he tries
Look
his
at me.
best.
Look at me. Alberto,
Alberto.
Leonardo,
Good job, buddy.
Leo. Say
Leonardo.
look. Say Leo,
Leonardo.
Nardo. Good job. Now put them together. Leonardo.
Leonardo.
Good job,
Good
Bubba. You
man.
did it.
Danielle.
Now, now remember Alejandro.
Yes, Danielle. Yes, Danielle.
Look, Ala. Say
Hello.
Han.
Hello.
Han.
Hello. Hello. Danielle.
And then say Dro.
Alejandro.
No, Alejandro.
Alejandro, Danielle.
Good job. You did it right there. You did it. Yay.
Cool,
Good
Dave.
job, buddy. You did it. You guess what
Cool,
language?
David.
What language did you just speak? Espanol, Spanish.
Yes, Danielle.
You did it. You learned your name in Spanish today, huh? Yay. So which?
Yeah, Danielle.
So out of all three of your names, which one's the hardest?
That's
Which-
cool, David.
What's not cool? I'm not cool. I'm cool. I'm cool as can be. I'm a cool woman. Not really. I'm not cool. I'm just old.
Hello.
So what are
You
you
hear
doing?
him? Brenda, you hear
Hello,
him?
Danielle.
You look like
Yeah.
you're about to in that drawing you got behind you. It's
Yeah.
Look, that drawing you got behind you. You look like you're in
He's
a war.
gonna start. Yeah. See how
Like,
he keeps saying
Nothing,
it?
Danielle.
What's wrong?
Nothing,
What
Danielle.
do you keep looking at, Bubba? I love you.
Danielle.
Have you been around Dr. Bob?
Yes, Danielle.
What are you learning with Dr. Bob?
Keep
I know,
watching.
Danielle.
Did you keep your chores up?
He can't even
your
focus
responsibilities?
on
Yes, Danielle.
What have you been doing?
ignore the
Math,
comments,
Danielle.
like the
Did-
notifications
your
are
bed?
coming in.
Yes, Danielle.
Do you wash your own clothes, right? No?
Yes, Danielle.
Okay, do you fold them?
Yes, Danielle.
You do? You do? Well, what about when you're taking a shower? Do you wash yourself
Yes, Danielle.
without being told to wash yourself? Are you
Watch this up, Danielle.
and you do it on your own now instead of being told? Have you been working on that, Bubba?
That's the good one. I do it.
You've been working on that?
Oh, dude.
He's saying hello, Dylan.
He says, hello, Albert. Say, hey, Albert. What's up, Albert? What's up, baby? So you have a good weekend? Did you go anywhere? Did you do anything? Did you watch any movies?
Now, watch him and he starts getting
I'm happy to see you.
really nervous.
He hardly ever looks at you. I don't even think I've
Are
seen
you
him
happy
look
to
at
see
you at
Right.
me?
all. He keeps
Wait till
looking
no,
back and
See what
forward.
he's
it's
You're
gonna
doing?
get.
always on either side of
You
him.
keep looking.
Well,
Did you take your
watch
meds?
how he's gonna start acting here in about. See how he keeps
Hello.
telling somebody to leave him the hell alone,
Are you
but
saying
he,
hey to
and
everybody?
then he brushed him away. Like,
Are you saying hey to
but,
everybody?
Yes, Danny.
but watch how he gets nervous. It's hard for me because he gets.
Have you been thinking positive?
Yes, Danielle.
Good job, buddy. So you haven't had no altercations?
No, Danielle, no.
So none at all, right? No hitting?
He hasn't. No,
No hitting?
Yes, Danielle.
do you hear
haven't
him? Do you
hit?
hear him?
Not sure.
He's listen to him.
You're not sure what? What'd you say?
Nothing, Danielle.
So what are you doing?
Nothing,
Look,
Danielle.
love it. I'm gonna
This
grow out
behavior
hair like
is what
you.
he
You know
did
that? You want me to?
Saturday night and Sunday.
Look, I'm gonna get me
This
for
exact
Halloween.
video right
I'm gonna
here.
have some
What
hair like
he's
you. I'm
doing.
gonna look like your twin.
It was.
You want
Danielle.
me to look like?
Danielle.
You what? Hey.
There he goes
Hey.
with his hand.
What's wrong with you?
Danielle.
Why are you
See,
being like
see.
that?
Did you
Hey.
hear that?
Bubba,
Nothing, Danielle. Nothing.
Did you hear
are you
him?
agitated?
Hello.
Who?
He was getting nervous
Who are
right
you
there, and he
talking
was
to, Bubba?
like,
Bubba,
"What are they doing behind
what's
that
wrong?
that
Hey,
screen?"
talk to me.
Nothing, Danielle.
Talk to me. What's?
Nothing, Danielle.
Who are you telling to leave you alone? What's wrong?
Nothing, Danielle.
Are you okay?
Watching him, y'all.
I love you.
It's Danielle.
That's my album. So are you? Hey, are you okay? You're not upset, are you?
Yes, Danielle.
He starts
You're
getting
supposed to
nervous.
you'll be getting some pictures from me and Aunt Debbie soon. Hey,
See,
you should be getting some mail.
see, hear
Who are
him,
you
hear him.
telling me to leave you alone, Bubba? Bubba.
Yes,
Hey,
Danielle.
look, you gotta be listening for the mail, cause me and who are you telling to leave you alone? And why are you cussing? Why are you cussing?
What you want? Turkey?
Yeah.
Hey, what is that? Is that good?
Yeah.
Albert,
Yes, Danielle.
why are you cussing? That's not funny. Why are you cussing?
Oh, no, Danielle.
That's not
This is when he
nice.
first was
Who are
out
you
there,
telling?
and I didn't understand.
Who are you telling? Who do you want to leave you alone? Somebody over there where you're at? Is somebody bothering you, Bubba?
Nobody, Danielle.
Okay.
Nobody, no.
Well, look, don't be cussing, Bubba. That's not kind words.
Oh, no.
Albert,
No.
Albert,
He was,
Albert. Does somebody say that to you? Where did you learn that, Albert? You didn't say that before. So why now? Albert, you've been cussing? Have you been cussing? You haven't been cussing, have you?
Yes, Danielle.
You've been cussing, Aunt Debbie? Oh my,
No.
you haven't been cussing, have you?
getting nervous. See how you
What is
doing?
that, an apple? Yum, 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 yum. That's my Alex. So look, hey, don't cuss.
Danielle.
Look, don't cuss. Be nice. What are you supposed to do? Be what? Be kind. Be Albert Lynn Alexander. Why are you being so rude? Can I please ask you?
Yes, Danielle.
Why are you? Look, you're not being the sweet Albert. Why are you being rude? Albert.
Danielle.
You know why. Why? This ain't like you, Bubba. What's going on?
Danielle.
You know, this ain't like you, buddy. Are you okay?
Yes, Danielle.
Okay, because I don't like seeing you like this. I like seeing the happy Albert. Not the cuss and mean Albert. You're not mean. You know that you're a sweetheart. Say you're a sweet boy. You're a sweet young man. Let me say that.
Yes, Danielle.
Aren't you?
Yeah, Danielle.
You love with all your heart, don't you?
Yes, Danielle.
So is that a good apple?
No.
That's an apple, ain't it? What is that?
Yeah, no, Danielle.
What are you
Yeah,
eating?
Mm.
What is
he,
that a
he's
fruit?
he's starting to.
Yes, Danielle.
Somebody's
What
coming
is it?
back around them because that's what he does.
Gabba, Danielle.
Is that an
He tries to
apple?
eat the whole apple, even the
You showed
core.
me what an apple was. I didn't know what an apple was. Yum yum. Do you like eating bananas?
You hear how he's getting nervous?
You like bananas and watermelon?
Watermelon.
Watermelon's good, especially when it's hot outside, right, Bubba?
You what? Orange, yeah.
So you've been. Is that Miss Alice?
See,
You've been good for Miss Alice? I called yesterday and I see if you've been good, and they said you've been good on the night shift. So you have good mornings?
No.
Albert, I love you. Are you
Me
okay?
too, Danielle.
So look, me and Aunt Debbie, we wrote you a letter and sent you some pictures, okay? So they're gonna come through the mail, okay? Aunt Debbie sent you a card and some pictures, and I sent you some pictures. Is that what you want? You want some cards and pictures?
No.
You want some pictures?
Yes, Danielle.
Well, look, be looking for some mail from me and Aunt Debbie and Uncle Dale and Uncle Jay. Yay, Uncle Jay. I love you.
Me too, Danielle.
I love you more.
why is he?
Oh, are you laughing at me? I ain't.
Oh, Danielle.
Am I funny looking? Look at me. I'm just kidding. Hey, what are you doing? I see you.
Yes, Danielle.
I see you. You see my forehead? See that? So what's up? What's up with you?
Nothing, Danielle.
Like my freckle? I'm getting gray hair, buddy. See
I don't
that?
even know what I was talking about too.
Your mama getting gray hair, and you got the pretty hair. You got the.
Danielle.
I know, but you don't. You got pretty hair. You got nice hair. Look, my hair's. I'm getting old.
You know, Danielle.
Yes, your mama's
You
getting
even
old.
called me old.
Danielle's getting old. Very old.
I love that shit.
Got your sauce.
You got.
I'm in the sauce.
We
So
don't
you
have
hear-
bananas right now, okay?
You hear how
Maybe
he's
the cap
talking?
can send some tomorrow, okay?
See?
Here, let me throw that in the trash, because you don't need to eat the middle of it.
Did you say thank you, Miss Alice? You say thank you. Okay, good job. You have to use your manners, right?
Yes, Danielle.
Yes. Say you're.
Easy.
It's the way the sauce, Danielle.
See how he's talking? He wasn't even
So you've
talking
been
like
good?
that after Saturday, Sunday.
Did you watch any movies over the weekend, Bubba?
Danielle.
Bubba?
Yes, Danielle.
What movie did you watch? Do you remember?
No, Danielle.
Is it a movie I want to see? Have I ever seen it?
No, Danielle.
Well, then what's the name of it? I want to watch it.
Danielle.
I can watch it on my computer. What's the name of it? You remember? Well, look, tomorrow, find out the title for me, and I'll watch it out over here.
I think it was a
Or
Bug's
you want to
Life.
see it?
Which I really
You said
never
I've
seen.
never seen it. I want to see it.
Yes, Danielle.
Alberto Leonardo Alejandro. Alberto Leon.
He tries to say it. Yes, he does.
Alberto.
Look
Good
at
job.
you. Good job, Leonardo.
Leonardo.
Look at you, Alejandro.
Danielle.
Say it again. Alejandro. Albert. Alejandro. Good
Danielle.
job. Look, for you not looking at me, you sure are saying it good. Good job.
He did really good.
So what's your last
He'll
name?
start.
What's your last name? What's your last name, Bubba? What's your last name? What? What's your last name? Are you laughing at me? I love you. I love you more. I love you all the way to the moon and the stars. You ready for me to let you go? Huh?
Yes, Danielle.
Well, you want me to?
Wait, go first. Go first.
Are you going? Do you still gotta take your medicine?
You don't gotta go and wash.
you already take a shower, Bubba? You already did your hygiene? Wow. You on time tonight, ain't you? So what are you gonna do for the rest of the night?
Okay, so
What are you gonna do for the rest of the night, Bubba?
we'll start.
You want me to let you go?
You hear that?
You want me to let you go?
Did you hear that?
Oh Lord.
Yes, Daddy.
What's up?
What did he
You
say?
okay? I love you.
Yes, Danielle. Let me tell Danielle.
Did he say my? Did he say? Was he talking to my son?
So have you been running around outside?
Yes, Danielle.
Has it been hot out there?
Yes, Danielle.
Oh, it's been hot. It's been cold here. I've been freezing.
Did he say my son's name?
You. Look, there's my twin on the phone. It's Albert. Are you getting sleepy? You want me to let you go, Bubba?
Yes, Danielle.
Well, what do you want me to? Are you gonna let me call you tomorrow?
Yes, Danielle.
And are you gonna have good dreams and be good?
Yes, Danielle.
And are you gonna catch my kisses?
Yes, Danielle.
There you go. Did you see that? Hey, look.
See it.
Yes, Danielle.
Look. Hey, look at me, Bubba, Albert. Look at me.
Yes, Danielle.
Catch him. Mwah. Did you see that? Did you get him?
Yes, Danielle.
You didn't get him. Get him. Mwah.
Mwah.
Yo, look, that got me some kisses. Thank you.
Sure was.
I saw that. Look,
Me alone.
You want me to leave you alone? Why?
Yes, Danielle.
Why do you want me to leave you alone? That's mean. What did I do?
Mean,
what did I do? Why are you being mean to me? You want
no, Danielle.
What? Why you want to be mean?
Yeah,
you want me to
somebody's
leave you
walking.
alone?
Yes, Danielle.
Somebody was
You
walking
mean,
by him.
like, let you go to
Somebody's
bed?
trying to
Yes,
instigate him.
Danielle.
Well, I told you I'd let you go, but you don't have to tell me to leave you alone. I was letting you go to bed. I was getting off the phone, you know? You don't gotta be mean.
Yes, Danielle.
Okay?
Doesn't mean.
I love you. Be nice.
Love you too, Danielle.
Don't be good out there, okay? Be kind and be nice.
Danielle.
Be kind to others. I'll be kind to others if you be kind to others, okay?
Yeah, okay, Danielle.
Alright, well, tell me good night. Look, hey.
Good night, Danielle.
Did you catch
That's
him?
how he starts acting.
Yes, Danielle.
Did you get?
Mwah.
Look at I got some.
Yes.
I got some kisses. I got them. Thank you, Bob. I got them. I put them right here.
Yes, Danielle.
All right. Well, good night. I love you.
Damn.
Yes, Danielle.
All right. Are you mad at me?
No, Danielle.
You promise? I don't want you I don't want you mad.
Watch him.
I love you.
Starts
Okay,
getting
I'll let
nervous.
you go. Okay. So you go ahead and you enjoy the rest of your night and get you some rest. Okay, baby.
Hey, Danielle.
And look, I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, my love. Good night.
Sure.
Good night, sweet dreams.
Yes, Danielle.
All right, you hang up first, okay? I love you, baby.
Love you too, Danielle.
Bye-bye, Bubba. Bye.
So,
Daryl, did you hear him? Hey,
oops. All right. So, what do y'all think about that? Like, that was. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So that he wasn't the guy in the background that was hollering at someone, that was not cool. Okay. Did y'all see how he was acting, how nervous he was and stuff?
Yeah, why is anybody talking in the background? Like, what was that about? And
I
it
don't-
seems like the whole entire time he's distracted. I mean, you got him to blow you some kisses there, but literally the whole
some
time he's
Spanish.
looking at. Why do they have so many distractions in the room where you're having to visit?
Right. And
Literally,
a
you
lot
could
of
have just a really small room, and they could look through a window and maybe watch that way.
right.
Why do they want to
And
distract them?
a lot of my visits were like that, which is crazy. But
Mm.
a lot of my visits were like that, and it's sad. It's very sad that oh my goodness, man. It's very sad that that was of a lot of our time together, like on the video, was people talking in the background. Like the video I showed y'all earlier today was him it was the one where he was um when he was sitting on like a yellow background, I think, and he like when he tells someone there's someone trying to intimidate him or instigate him, like get him riled up, and what's sad is it's a grown man doing this, like it's an adult straight up, like it's a person that works there. I mean, sometimes I wonder if the gentleman that was hollering in the background was a person, because I could have swore he said something to my son. You know what I mean, in that video,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it sounded like he said Albert, and he was hollering at him, and that's uncalled for. Like that is not cool at all. I mean, it's. I got a white head right there, y'all. I'm just about to drive me nuts. Sorry,
Mm,
I hate acting, but he the way he was acting, and that when he was mumbling stuff. And when he one of those, but he got nervous, like he was scared, you know. Um, but there's other videos that are even more intense than that one. Like that one, like it's gonna get, the videos that I show are gonna get more um involved, like more detailed. You know what I'm saying? And you'll really see, like you can see a change, and like and it all depended on the shift and everything. But why is it always when after my son being out there 2 years, why is it always the same shift, the same two people, the male and female, that he always had problems with? Like he didn't have the problems. They must have had the problems with him. Like they were jealous. I don't know what it was, but why isn't he not acting up on the other shift? You know, why is it this one particular shift and this guy and this girl?
right.
Like
Right.
what's up with that? You know, there's a lot of things that I've noticed in these video visits that I'm I some of them I can't watch. Like I'll even see if I can get the one up that, hold on, there we go. Okay, so let me see. I can play one where he got that one where he got jumped on the video visit. Um, it's uncalled for. And so if they're supposed to be worried about our children's safety and stuff, why is my son getting jumped on a video visit? If they're supposed to be having him in a room by himself to where he can visit me, right?
Yeah.
No, it didn't happen like that.
It's like,
Most of my visits, I hear screaming. I hear everything. I could even let y'all. I could even let y'all hear the visits where they were talking about easy money. Alex, are you easy money for us? And then you hear the kids cussing in the background and telling them, calling someone an F and B, and I'm like, my son was first out there, and I'm like just imagine being the parent, your son 4 states away, just lost your mom, and you're already feeling hopeless because you can't help your kid because the state done railroaded you, didn't even give you a chance, but yet after and listening to that, I mean, we're losing parents um a lot because of the nightmare with CPS. These parents are unaliving themselves because they I mean, this is our children. That's the
yeah,
love you have.
it's a nightmare, and the kids, well, they're having nightmares too because that's what there's two particular people that happen to be in my case, and it's always like, okay, so it's casework supervisor, a guy and a lady. So my daughter tells me, Mom, I was having a dream that the Grinch was chasing me,
Mm.
and it was like I was running, I was trying to get away so fast. And then she said it finally caught up with me, and it was Jason Katz. And I said, well, wow, isn't that ironic? Because how many stick Christmases do they steal away from the children? Yeah, she was having nightmares about this guy.
Wow. And that's funny that you say that, because my son, what he went through in with like when we were at Walmart and that guy that he's seen, he just totally froze up. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's like he was scared for his. I mean, he just kept looking behind him, and I'm like, Bubba, what's going on? What's wrong? You know, are you okay? And my aunt kept reassuring him that everything was going to be fine and he was going to be okay. But it was like he was in fear for his life, straight up.
Oh,
Like
so what do you think of maybe he thought that maybe that guy or whoever he saw looked like them? Like looked like one of them
yeah,
maybe?
that had to be because it's absolutely insane that he would have to ever. I mean,
Be
you can
afraid.
tell him.
Why would he be
Yeah,
afraid? Right?
why would he be afraid? Especially with someone he's never met. And we are just in Walmart, and his whole demeanor, like he turned white as a ghost, and he was scared, and he got real close. And there's some video visits that I'll be showing that can show you that as well. That you see him try to get close to the screen, and it I mean, just think 4 states away and just feeling hopeless, like it's crazy. And it's not cool at all for this to be going on and these kids to be in fear for their lives. They should not have to be walking around in public anywhere and feel as though they have to go through this. They should not be scared. They should not have to ever face abuse, worry, and I mean, they should have to be able to walk freely like we do, you know? Um, so for this person to scare them, and he never met them, it's kind of is worrying, because what are they doing to these kids in these facilities? We don't know. They're not gonna sit there. I mean, because I'm gonna tell you, the stuff that goes on in the video visit is not what happened when that. I mean, is not what happened when we were out there at the facility itself. Like they acted like that, we were king of the world and all this other stuff. But it's crazy, and they treated us. They didn't even like they. I'm telling you right now, the room that my son was in was not even the same room that he's normally in. Like he wasn't even on the same unit, and it's just. I mean, usually there was probably like seven, like there was more kids on the unit than there was when we went out there. Like there was like two, and I'm like, that's not like they played a fake scene when it's wrong. Like they made something out to be like, oh, so glorious when it wasn't. When I mean, like I told my aunt, I was like, I said they're covering their butt because they didn't ever think that we would show up, we would pop up. Well, you know what? That's my son. He was 4 states away, and I'm sorry. It was time for him to come home because I was tired. I mean, we were tired of waiting on Georgia to do this and Georgia to do that and this one. I mean, and when all they were doing was giving us the runaround, which was bullshit, honestly. Like, so that, I mean, huh?
It's true because that's what I'm thinking.
Money,
All
money.
throughout the case, it's just like I keep looking at, oh, this was filed there, here, this was filed there, and it was
Money.
all just a waiting game and a runaround. You're right.
And just think, if it's child protective services, okay, and and your kid's in foster care and they turn to be 18, become an adult, don't you think that it's no longer child protective services? Like, don't the kid when they turn 18, they become an adult? Am I correct? Like,
Yeah.
they're not a
And that's
child
why
anymore. So,
I was just gonna say the state came to a visit one time, and she says, the foster lady told her that when she turns 18, she can do whatever she wants, and she says, "I want to go back home." So what happened to that? It didn't
right,
happen.
right, and it's crazy. It's not fair to these kids, and it's not fair to the families. Like, it's insane what they do, and then what they try to cover up. But when us parents, when we see our children, we know if there's something wrong with them or not, like if something's going on. But like with my son, they would sit there and like tower over him, telling him like they were afraid of him telling me things. Well, I'm sorry, my son's gonna tell me, or my aunt. He
No,
confides in us, you know. And when there's something wrong, my son is not gonna sit there and just, he's gonna voice himself, you know. And for them to like shelter him and just keep him, I mean, he's an adult, he should be able to be treated like an adult. He should no, he wasn't allowed to call when he wanted to. um he wasn't allowed to visit when he wanted to. I mean, that's like detaining someone. That's like
that's a thing. Yeah, like I
it's a
said, they're being treated worse than
prison.
prisoners. So at least
Yeah,
if you're in jail or
prison.
prison, you can call
Right.
and
I mean,
write your
I've been to
complaint.
prison, and prison was, I mean, it wasn't that, nowhere near what
Right.
the kids go through. The kids go through way worse, and it's pathetic, and it's wrong. And these people that are over these facilities, shame on them. Shame on them for thinking that it's okay for them to abuse a child, let alone detain a child, keep them, isolate them. And I mean, look at my son. He was for 2 years in that facility, isolated, only went out, you know, the most he socialized was on a van ride. Well, for one, where are these van rides going? Two, my son has behaved in more ways. And who is Debbie? Hey Debbie. Did you see the video, Debbie? Video visit? I'm gonna show more tomorrow.
Is it
Daily.
Louis? Is it Louis or Louise? I don't know how to spell it.
Where? Who?
I see her up on there. Or
We
him.
got somebody
Louis.
else in
Maybe
there?
it's Louis. The salts?
I don't see
Maybe he
him.
hasn't come up for you yet.
No, I don't see him. Let's see. Um,
Cause I
what
guess
did he
I'm
say? The
supposed to be
salts? Did he say the salts? You know, my son was very dehydrated when we got him home. He was drinking a bunch of fluids, and it was just like he couldn't get enough. So that right there was a red flag. And like eating, I mean, the boy can eat whatever he wants when he wants, you know. I'm sorry, like he can have his freedom, he is an adult. And I'm not gonna my son is not, he wasn't gonna be treated like a lot, and he was in a lockdown facility, no. Because that any child that's in, whether they're an adult or not, it doesn't matter. They should never be treated like they're detained, especially if they're not in trouble. What these kids that are taken from these families and thrown and put in foster care, what have they done so bad? What have they done to be nothing? Nothing. They've done nothing wrong to be treated like they're just. I mean, it's sad that they are treated like they're in prison when they've done nothing to. They didn't commit a crime. What for? For what? What did they do?
That's
Ask
what
for
you
a banana the wrong way, or ask for to use what I mean, that's what I want to know. What have these kids done so bad to be thrown in a facility and isolated and detained and not socializing with the society at all? Like 2 years, guys, 2 years this went on with my child, and look at him now. He is I think he's regressed definitely more than when he first went out there. Y'all heard him talking in that visit I just showed y'all. He was actually talking full sentences. He was saying, I mean, he knows his name in Spanish, but he couldn't even like concentrate on his visit and enjoy his visit with me because of all the ruckus around him, because of all
so
the commotion around him, and also probably there was other kids or other young adults trying to instigate, like intimidate him and acting like picking on him. And shame on them workers for allowing that to happen, because I can tell you right now, one of them workers was the one instigating that crap. I promise you. And my son was being bullied and picked on by these other residents.
so
That's bullshit, and
how
that's
long was he gone when like that particular visit happened? Was it like um did you get
to
visits with the video right away, or did you have to wait a while?
no. Okay, so he went out to Texas in February 2023. It was February 20th, 2023. I didn't even know I called the provider to do my visit, and that's when he told me they came in the middle of the night and got him. And I'm like, what? Like, no, like how are they gonna say? I mean, that they had it's messed up. Like that's trafficking. That is so human trafficking. My God, you act. I mean, that's like watching the movies, like that movie. What is it? Taken or Want? What is it? With I think it's called Taken, and it's about trafficking and the girls and women and
Yeah,
it's just
I see that. I see
why
that.
in the hell would these caseworkers go scoop the kid up in the middle of the night and like no not telling nobody nothing, like hello, for one, you're not extraditing him because he's not a felon, he's not a criminal, not a fugitive, so hello. And two, what's up in the middle of the night, people? Like what what's so safe? I mean, like I said, my son's not a prisoner. My son wasn't a fugitive. My son wasn't a criminal. But they treated him like he was. Like, I got extradited from Florida to Georgia, guys. Okay, when I went back in 2011, I did get extradited. Shackles, handcuffs, 28 hours. Okay, didn't get to you don't get to stop at McDonald's. I mean, even though we did get to eat McDonald's, but you know, when you had to use the bathroom, we had to go to the next jail or facility to use the bathroom. And then if the drivers were tired, they would stop and spend the night. But they would put us inmates at that local jail, and that was just
Right. I did. Yeah, I did that. Like we had a 4-day trip. I from Louisiana all the way to Punta Gorda, Florida.
so.
I mean, that was the longest freaking trip of my life. I thought I was gonna
So it
die.
makes right, and mine would look at look. I tell you, I look like something like from a scary movie. I didn't shave nothing, and wow, that was a 28-hour trip, and boy, I was ready to get to my next like
Oh,
whoa.
see, I didn't know
Uh,
you had a long trip like that either because
yeah,
it was
I
in the
got
paddy wagon. Is that in the paddy wagon, correct?
It was in it was kind of like a patio. It was the prisoner transport services. They had, like it's the two seats up front. It's like a van, and then they got the seat in the middle for the women, the female inmates, and then in the back it's the two that are like the paddy wagon that are facing each other, and that's where all the guys go if they have to transport
Oh.
because because you got to think they pick up people all over the world, like all over the United
Yeah, like
States.
they kept stopping along the way, like,
Yes,
and then
yes.
one
Like
day
they're
the lady, like I was in Mississippi, we're doing a layover in Mississippi, which really isn't far from Louisiana. So the first day we
but
did
yeah,
like a
you go out
layover
of
so
the
they can
way.
go to motel and rest. And then the next, she said that we were going to be going directly to Charlotte County. The next morning, the lady goes, "Oh, we had a change of plans. We have to go to this jail, and we got to backtrack to this jail." I'm like, "What in the hell?" I was going all over the freaking
Yeah,
country back,
yeah, and
and we were in the back. And this was no, I was in the back of the freaking metal paddy wagon, and we were chained up. And
yeah,
we
I
remained
actually
to
had
piss in
a
a cup.
decent
We
trip.
remained to piss in a cup because
Oh, really?
with
I
the
actually
jail
had
they
two.
stopped at to go to the bathroom. They didn't. It was a male's jail, and they wouldn't let us go
Um,
through there. Me and this other
see,
girl.
wow. See, I can't say that I had a crappy trip. The two guys that transported us, they were awesome, and actually, I still talk to. Oh, sorry, y'all. I still am in contact with one of them. He no longer works for the prisoner transport services, but PTS is what they call it. And he's really cool, and it's been over 10, almost 15, 17 years. So, yeah, that was a long time ago. And he's cool. I mean, that's a job he chose. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna judge nobody. I mean, they're people too, And
Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
my husband applied
I
for all
did.
kinds of. My husband used to do security all over the place, like those blueberry fields, like when we were in Maine.
Yeah.
They'd have those little camps for the people that it was actually, I believe it, immigrants that come in and getting to be able to pick the blueberries. You know what's weird about that? Because like we were living in pretty much a low income out in Maine, and if it wasn't for him being security over there, we wouldn't have find out. They're giving away all this food and free medical to all these
Wow.
Mexicans that were and free housing because they had little houses all over the place. This is what he like guarded. And so, in fact, sometimes I'd go down there with him. I was like, wow, and then shoot, so I started to find out about it. I'm going down there, and they gave a whole bunch of food. I was like, what?
You know,
Uh,
there was the church around here, the Saint Vincent, and right down the road, they brought food. They actually helped give us food, and it was awesome. Like to help out. We, groceries last or 2 weeks ago were really rough. I mean, and that's the way times are. It's gonna get more rough than it before it gets better. We are gonna hit a rough spot, and I do want to say, if this was 10 years ago, if this stuff was going on, people were helping one another back then. Like, and this is sad to say, this was only just a decade ago. Okay, everyone, times are not the same. Things have changed a lot, and it is so it's crazy, and it's sad to know that there's no hospitality hardly anymore. There's no appreciation. There's no kindness. There's no morals hardly, and it's hard. I just don't understand why. Who would want to be that way? I wouldn't. I don't. I mean, people are like selfish this day and age, Because
yeah,
I'm telling you, we would not. We are the richest country in the world, and we are. Look at everybody that's struggling. I mean, come on, families are losing their children over poverty. People like a poverty. Hello, if I want to live paycheck to paycheck, leave me alone. Leave me and my kids alone. At least we're comfortable, we're happy, and they're well taken care of.
yeah,
So what? That does not give CBS the right to come in and take your children. Negative. Like what if I mean, what if they lose their what if the caseworker don't have a child? What if they have a dog or something? I mean, think about it. I
so
don't I
much
don't
more
even see
people.
how can they sleep at night? Like I mean, and this goes out for the corrupt caseworkers. How do you sleep at night? I want to
Yeah,
know. I would love for a corrupt, crooked, nasty caseworker to step forward and come on the show and, hey, no judgment, but tell the truth about why they do what they do in this, and there would be no what is it? Like they would, yeah, we would want to let them face consequences, but hey, you know
yeah,
what?
just
I
give
bet
them
you,
a
bet
chance
you can't
to.
find one that's gonna man up or woman up and face the facts and expose why they do what they do. This is the bad apples, guys. I'm talking about the bad apples. Like, the child welfare system. Yes, it needs reform, but it's it the system it was created to work a certain way and to help families, not hurt them. Well, these people that think they can just rule the roost and just take over did it their own way and threw a little bit of this in there and threw a little bit of that in there and wanted this to go, that this policy wasn't good enough, or you know what I'm saying, or it didn't fit their needs. Like, it's
Yeah,
kind of like the HOA. Like, let me tell you, like, if it ain't right for them, they ain't happy. Well, it's just, and it's played out so much. Your pimp of the year, that's what's up, Mr. Jack. I'm not going to say the rest of your name, but hey, if you're pimp of the year, congratulations. Hey, that's what's up.
hey, you know what
You,
I would
you,
say too? Because a lot of times I talk about
and
the evaluation that was done on my daughter under that was omitted from the trial. Well, there also was an evaluation that was done on my son. I don't know. It was more like a counselor from this counselor. Her name is Kelly Ball. Don't get me started. But yeah, it's just like they she kept continuing to say, "Oh, Christopher said this. Christopher said that," and this is what we're seeing in writing. But we never heard or seen Christopher saying any of these things. It says
Right.
Christopher is still in therapy. And Kelly Ball reports that Christopher does not want to be placed with his brother. That was, my son that's over here in Louisiana. The department will
Yeah.
file a missing falls report. Oh, really? And they kept saying, and then there's other papers that says, oh, Christopher was afraid of his brother. The kids loved their brother so much. I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" If it, that if and anything you want to piss me off, you can start talking about my son that's done everything for his family. I was like, I was out of my freaking mind. You
Oh,
better
I
watch
love
what
your
you're
son.
saying.
Your son's amazing. He's awesome, and I give him so many kudos.
So this is
We're
some type
talking
of
about
social study
your baby.
report about Christopher, and it's signed by the judge Blue. Okay, but it's kind of weird because it says okay, so this happened, and see again when you were talking about the dates. Well, this
Mhm.
whole thing happened in March of 2019, but
You see,
apparently it wasn't done and ordered. See, 2019, that was well after my termination because my termination was in January of 2018. Okay.
well,
So,
and that you've seen what I found earlier that I never really noticed before, but that's where the nunc pro tunc came in at, and you saw the dates how
okay.
thrown out they were.
But
If
this
nunc
one is
pro tunc,
weird because Danielle, it says October of 2018 and then reduced to writing in April. See, it's weird. I
so
don't know if you can
so
see this.
now what was the dates again? So
Okay.
when was the court order signed by the judge?
Okay. So it was signed. And that's really hard to tell. Okay, wait, okay.
Yes.
Done and ordered across city, Florida on the 29th day of October and reduced to writing on the 17th of April 2019. So they're saying on October of 2018 is
They
when
nunc
this
pro
was done
yeah
and
they
ordered, but it wasn't in
nunc
writing until then.
nunc pro tunc and girl they that right there is fraud right there. But
Right?
yeah, because they did
See, and
not
these
file it
are
under
again,
nunc pro
this
tunc
is the
and
other shit they didn't bring before TPO
circle
process
well
again.
circle that to remember to look and we can look into that in tomorrow or this afternoon because that right there is a example of nunc pro tunc how it's fraudulently used because
Right.
it sounds to me like they were trying to do something in the now to put it in the past and
See,
they did
and
it
I've already got
but
it squared
they
off because I've
didn't do
seen
it
this a long time ago, and then I just
well. Okay, so the dates like on the what was that the court order. Okay, for one, I've got the original petition that was filed in 2022 with my son. Okay, so once you file that, you can't really you have to go back to court and go back in front of the judge to change anything. Am I correct?
right.
You can't just go to DFCS office and switch it up and just
Yeah.
expect it
And
to.
that's the thing is,
No,
I want to
that
point
is
out about this to see how my other stuff, it has this on the top of each one, it'll say it's been filed on this date, e-filed or whatever. But the ones that Christopher and Sage had, and I didn't find them until after termination on the Charlotte County case, they have nothing on the top. So it
right.
hadn't been filed. And that's proof right there.
Yeah. So and I can't emphasize to everyone out there what we're talking about. Check your documents. It's been 2 years since my case, and I even just tonight found dates that were thrown that are off bad, and that with a filing that should have never been done because it was supposed to be for the judge's signature. Well, guess what? How are you gonna receive something on and file it on the 24th, but yet the judge signed it on the 24th, but it was ordered for the 27th? I don't understand that. Like it was ordered after the judge? Come on now. So you
Mm.
nut break me instead of putting it in the past, you pushed it up. Something ain't right. because the judge's signature should be the last thing. Am I correct? Like that, the judge's signature is the because they got to approve it, right? I mean, ain't that the last thing that goes on the paper is the judge's signature? Like once
Yeah.
everything's negotiated or whatever. Well, how are you gonna go and the judge signs it on the 24th and they not protect it, but yet it was so ordered on the 27th of the same month. I don't get it. Like,
Right.
okay, that's, I don't care if it's 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days. That's a 3 day difference, and that's a big no no.
And mine, you can see it was literally, what was it, October 8th? I mean, that's
Uh-huh.
months away.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's
I'm sorry,
years,
it
girl.
isn't, yeah,
That's
that's
ain't
just
that
not
a
right.
year? No, you're and the way they worded it. I wish I had my computer open because the way you said it, Brenda, read
Mhm.
that again to me. How they said that the returning or read that bottom part of that order that you just read.
Um,
You know
get
what
it.
I'm talking about, right? Like
Yeah,
the
when I'm,
the yeah,
hold on, I get back to it. For some reason I closed
because
it. Okay,
non-protunct is something you don't hear often, and I don't see it very often. But I'm sorry when it's done. I can tell you right now, especially in a CPS case or whatever, it's fraud straight up. Like
see,
it's bullshit.
and then at the
It's,
bottom, see, it's, the discovery is from Charlotte County, so it's my Discovery 68. But in any case, oh, so it goes through, this is like, the last page, okay? It goes through a different set of numbers.
uh,
Let me read this. The court, okay, number 6, the court shall retain jurisdiction as to the children to enter such orders as they deem necessary for the best interest and welfare of the children. Number 7, this case shall return for additional review permanency hearing in March of 2019. Date to be determined. Then it says date to be determined.
so
Before,
when did they get the kid? When did they take your kids?
okay, so they took the kids on April of 2016, April 4th, 2016. This was right before that, this was after termination, okay? My rights were terminated on January of 2018. So the dates here are the only 2018 that's on this. Okay, so let me continue. Done and ordered at Cross City, Dixie County, Florida on the 29th day of October of 2018, then reduced to writing on April 17th of 2019. So that's October, what is it? October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. That's 7 months later. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right, yes, and they, yeah,
And
that's
I
not
don't know about this judicial review, permanency hearing, because we did have a hearing, and I don't know if I have it in my, my other thing, but we had a hearing over the phone. Me, my son, and my husband was involved, and then they had like our appellate attorneys, on the line, and Judge Blue, and I do have that tape as well. I have the media tape, from that hearing. But that's how I kind of started getting my stuff straight as well. Is when I got the media from the court administration. You know, it would have the date of the hearing on it, and that started. Then I started putting these papers I have together with that, and say, "Oh, okay, this was this, this was that." But now I'm just
right.
noticing tonight there was something going on in November, which is what, a month before our TPR hearing, and
Yeah,
there was a curing canceled, and I don't see it any. So we never had. It was something about the witness statement or whatever the
uh-huh,
witness is going to be,
uh-huh,
and never remember that hearing at all. I'm going to see if I can find anything else on it. Like I said, there's so much freaking paperwork. I mean, how do you get all through this before you end
right,
up getting depressed and
right,
crawling in the corner? You
right.
know.
And it is a lot to go over the paperwork and especially like numerous times, and because any parent or anyone that's going through this fiasco with CPS, and whenever when the how did they ever think that they could rule a roost and just tear up a happy home and just run it their own way. Like they are absolutely nuts. Like they have the most ridiculous mentality I've ever heard of. Like, and think that they're gonna get away with this. I mean, come on. Do they not think that parents are not going to catch on to the bullshit and call them out on it? I mean, it's sad, and I wish parents would speak out more, and not let these people bully on them, because I'm just, huh?
This is me and Sage in the getaway car. I swear to God, if you can see this, this was the picture they had of us at the toll. Because a bunch of girls, they had a toll, so that was kind of fucked up. If it wasn't for that,
So
and at first the guys, they were asking that toll if they seen anything, and early in the morning they were like, no, and then it wasn't until later in the afternoon, I think they finally figured out that they did have our picture, and it's because of this the spoiler on the back of the car. I said it really was a spoiler because that's what they
Sorry about when you got your daughter.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like, oh my God, I have to play an action adventure movie to get my daughter into safety, and then they're gonna,
Sorry. Oh, grandma makes me some French fries, y'all. Yeah. So, but I mean, they're crazy if they think that. I mean, that's when you
crap.
Well, I mean, do they not think that they're gonna hold the kids forever? No, it's not gonna happen. Like, negative Ghost Rider. Never in my life would I ever think that these people could do that to any child. You know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
I'm telling you, this Kelly Ball is a thorn in my side from the Village Counseling Center. But Kelly Ball, and her first name is Keli. She's a licensed mental health counselor, and this is the one that my son was saying, "Oh, she's asking strange questions, Mom. I don't want to have to go back there." And then towards how many months later, I'm telling the attorneys, "Hey, he doesn't want this lady asking him these questions. He doesn't want to go there. Why are you making the kids go to these counselors without like their parents or their siblings being with them? They're going to these strangers alone in a room. She's a woman. I'm sorry. My son was reporting some weird behavior coming out of this lady, and then she's going to say, I mean, that son doesn't have delays. I can tell you, she wasn't so happy about doing this. And then he said, let me see. Chris has been told on a few occasions that he will return home, and that his family is completing all their case plan quickly to have him back in home. This is what they said we were telling them. Okay. Right. He recently has expressed negative feelings and confusion related to the reasons of separation from his family. No kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
The messages being received by his biological parents are confusing for Chris and setting up an expectation that he will return home within a few weeks in therapy sessions. Well, that's what they were telling us. They were telling us that the caseworker telling us that, in a few weeks you do this and it'll be over, right? And so when says, let me see. We are working to help Chris understand the case plan process and set up a reasonable, clear expectations for his future. When the honest reports about the future are being discussed in therapy versus reports from family members, he becomes very emotional and confused. I recommend that any discussion related to the case plan and future placement only be discussed in therapy, not to cause confusion or lack of trust on either side of the case. Right. The goal is to work with Chris in a way to educate and processes past abuse. Okay, there wasn't any past abuse. And identify safe and trusting environments and process feelings related to separation from his family. I mean, this is the only problem he has is that he's separated from his family.
It's messed up how they fabricate.
Like I said, this was towards the beginning. This was in June of 2016. So this was May, June, is a few months later.
Yeah,
man, that's crazy.
PBS is, in every state we call it different things: DFCS, CSS, CPS. But really, it's the title of it. But I mean, you got to think too. If you have a special needs child, and they are like some are severe, some of them are like they like my son was when my son first got diagnosed, he was normal, like he was up to date and up to his development on the charts until he turned 3 and we laid him down one night and he told us he loved me, and the next morning it was like my son was went all the way back to baby mode. So the potty training, the talking, everything. I mean, it was like a whole new. I mean, I was shocked. I mean, I hit my knees. Like I didn't know. I was shocked. I was frozen. I didn't know what to think. My son was talking the night before, and then the next morning, not even 8 hours later, he is not he's back to baby mode. Not no potty training, no talking, couldn't express himself, couldn't talk, couldn't speak words, and screaming, just. And imagine going through, and there's a lot of kids that are my son's age that been this have been like have experienced this as well. My son was not born with this
Yeah.
his disability. My son was fine. Ages 1, 2, and 3. I mean, and so to go to for him to regress, and then now, so when he was diagnosed with autism, it was a new thing back in 2005, and they said he had a mild case of it. So you know what I thought about the Taco Bell mild sauce pack. I mean, that's the best. Like that's, I mean, it was new to everybody. Like everybody that back then, like nobody ever really heard of autism before, so that's how they explained it to me, and I'm like, oh, so like a Taco Bell mild sauce packet. I mean, like a
Oh
mild
my
sauce. Okay.
God.
And, I mean, that's the best way I could think of what they meant, And now my son, from what he was then to now to be severe, that's what the foster care system does to these children, people.
Exactly. Because my
My
daughter was a
son,
lot worse off when I seen her
mhm.
in 2019 than the
My
last time I
son was
seen her.
supposed to, like, they said he would grow out of it, and he started to. My son was driving before all this happened. Like, driving a car. Brrr,
Mhm.
hello, what's really going on for him to his IQ to drop that much to a 42, and then now he is totally, I mean, what the hell was going on at that facility, people? That's what I want to know. I mean, I can tell you right now, my son ain't no, he don't lie. He's not a liar. He's not gonna lie. And he defended other children there, the nonverbal. There was a little boy there named Luke that he was very attached to, and Luke didn't talk, and they never talked, but they would always fist bump every time they walked by. But he got attached to Luke, and I was always asking, well, what is being done to Luke because my son don't get attached like that. Like my son, his emotions, with kids with autism and young adults with autism, they don't have emotions. Like they don't show their feelings. They are, when my son tells me he loves me and blows me kisses or gives me a hug, I cherish that because that is not a common thing with an
Mhm.
with autism.
Yeah.
They're not lovey-dovey, they're not emotion, like their
That's
emotions are
what
like few
Chris
and
was
far
trying to
between
relate to
with an
those guys.
autistic.
Is like, Sage never even liked to get hugged. She never liked to
Oh
even get
no.
hugged.
Yeah, like they don't like they just it's not their
It's
thing,
not, doesn't
but
happen
when
often.
they show it, when they want to show you that love, take it and cherish that for forever, because you know what? You may not get that opportunity again. Maybe when they show you, let them show you their love. You don't. I mean, yeah, my son, he's always been loving and kind, and
Hmm.
so so
Caring.
this place, oh yeah, a big heart, always wants the best for other people before himself. But for him to be taken to this facility and done the way he was, my son is not, he's not the same. He's changed, and it's not for the better, y'all. It's worse. Like, he's way, way worse. My son was not a behavioral, troublemaking, mean young man or boy. He was always, he knows his manners, holds the door open. He's very kind. Please and thank you. Use your magic words. Be kind to everyone. Be yourself. My son is like a motivator, like an empathy. He's very like he's empathetic. He's got a lot of empathy, and he can tell. I mean, but when I tell you Saturday night, Sunday, what happened to my child? Like, where was he? Because y'all, when I tell you, I met my son, but it was also something else. You know what I mean? Like someone else. Who? What are they doing to these kids?
Right? They're
My
confused.
son, and
They're
it's
the ones that are
mind
confused and
manipulation, and
know,
it's bullshit.
you know.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Leave these, especially like leave kids alone, period. But the disabled ones, what the hell are they thinking? Wanting to manipulate them and their thinking way and the way they think and the way they do things, just clearly because they get off. I don't know, but maybe these people that they're miserable with themselves. But why would you pick on a child? No. You don't do that. Okay, I don't know where she went. She left me. But all right, everyone. I am gonna have to get off. We're gonna go ahead and end the show. Thank y'all for joining us. And Debbie, I see where you say, I believe you have a case for medical neglect. The blood work was unusual. His urine being a color as it was him drinking fluids like crazy is going on. Right, Debbie. And then I believe there was blood in his urine as well because it was orange and red and it was just horrible. So everyone, there's Brenda.
Me out. I don't know what
You
happened.
kicked yourself out, huh? I didn't
No,
do it.
I think I got kicked out. I don't know.
Oh,
They're getting
yeah.
excited about what you're saying. They don't want me to hear it.
They shame on them. They need to leave us alone. Stop.
Right?
Because look, I'm gonna keep getting on. I don't look. There may be something going on here at the house, and I tell you, my roommates, no, don't intervene in my stuff. No, because I promise you, I will no, it's not gonna happen. So restream or TikTok, whoever want to be kicking us out, no, and
I'm
we'll
cleaning
just
this
get
up
back
a little
on.
bit, guys, because tomorrow I'm gonna get this stuff off early in the morning. So I'm probably
You're probably what?
gonna be calling in another. They're gonna take this all these hookups off me tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and this
And I'll be
weather,
free of
the
these
weather's
wires.
picking up too. Like the weather is picking up as well. So yeah, we'll go ahead and end the show. And I thank everybody for joining us. And sitting and seeing the visit. I'm gonna be showing more, and Brenda, and we'll get on more often at night. I meant to have it earlier, but my timing never works out when I plan like at the last minute. So I'm definitely sticking with my Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays because I seem to do good with those days.
Well, it's nice that
But it went
the people that came in, and like I say, Debbie is forever ending. She watches
yes,
everybody's show, and I love Debbie,
yes.
even though I
Debbie is
don't
a
never seen you
trooper.
before in my
Debbie's
life.
always
I
with
love
us.
you.
Yes, and that she's gonna have her grandbaby home soon. And her and Chris is working. She finished her case plan, and that baby is going to be home back with the family where he needs to be. And never again will these people ever be able to take. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Like these people do. They need to leave. They need to leave these kids alone. Like, hold on, guys.
Oh, I might actually I can't get my camera back on. I would show you something, but anyways, I'm gonna head out. All right, thanks for letting me join in with you, Danielle. All right, y'all
Thank you.
take it easy.
All right, everyone.
All right, talk to you guys soon. I think I'm still doing a show tomorrow at 3, probably. All right.
Okay.
All right,
So
talk to you.
everyone, Brenda will be on tomorrow. You want me to? There you go. Brenda will be on tomorrow at 3. She's going to, I don't know, people. I sometimes hate living with people, having roommates. Oh, are you wanting them back on here or no? Oops, there she went. Okay, I didn't. So we're gonna go ahead and end this. I'm gonna go ahead and end the show. I want everyone to have a good morning. Thank y'all for coming in. Tune in next time, and we are going to be exposing more of this. Okay. Y'all have a good day, good morning, and keep fighting. Okay, and get these babies home. I'm here for y'all. I stand with you, and let's bring this to the light. All right. Be tuning in for the next show because there's more to show. All right, everyone. Y'all have a good day and happy Thursday or Wednesday. I think today's Thursday. Happy Thursday. And y'all be good, okay? Bye, Brenda. Bye, everyone. Have a good morning and send my love. Bye, everyone.
In the heartland and the cities, from coast to rolling plains, kids are crying out for justice, trapped in foster care chains. Promises were broken and dreams turned into dust, in a system built on power where no one we can trust. Let's burn bridges of deception, light a fire for what's right, tear down walls of silence, bring the truth into the light. For the children who are voiceless, for the hearts that feel alone, we'll stand and fight together till every child finds a home. They say it's for their safety, they say it's for their good, but behind those empty phrases, we see them misunderstood. Families torn asunder by a system cold and blind. It's time to raise our voices and leave no child behind. Let's burn bridges of deception, light a fire for what's right, tear down walls of silence, bring the truth into the light. For the children who are voiceless, for the hearts that feel alone, we'll stand and fight together till every child finds a home. So let's hold them to their promises, let's call out every lie. For the sake of all our children, we won't back down or comply. From Georgia to the Rockies, from the bayou to the coast, we'll burn the bridges that divide us and fight for what matters most. Let's burn bridges of deception, light a fire for what's right, tear down walls of silence, bring the truth into the light. For the children who are voiceless, for the hearts that feel alone, we'll stand and fight together till every child finds a home. So let's hold them to their promises, let's call out every lie. Sure, here's a country themed song titled Burn Bridges, that reflects the systematic failures in the foster care system nationwide. Complimenting your song, Georgia's Hidden Scarlet. Let's